Hello and welcome class 11 students. Today in this business studies video, I am going to explain to you the demerits of partnership. As you can see in the board, I have written the demerits of the partnership business. Now what does this demerit means? Demerits means the drawbacks or the disadvantages that a partnership business might have. So those disadvantages or drawbacks I am going to explain to you point wise one by one. Please focus in today's class. So partnership suffers from several limitations. Like every business, partnership also suffers from several limitations. Like sole proprietorship suffers from many limitations. Likewise, partnership, every form of business has their own limitations. So partnership also have their own limitations. They also suffers from some drawbacks. What are those? First of all, they have unlimited liability. They have this disadvantage of unlimited liability. So first point that you will cover is unlimited liabilities. What does this unlimited liabilities means? Now, the liability of all the partner is unlimited. In case of losses, the partner will not only lose their business property, but creditor has the right to claim over their personal property also. In that case, they have to pay back to the creditors. They are liable to pay back to the creditors through their personal property also. That is personal property. Like sole proprietorship business, the personal property can be of the partners can be used to get their accounts of the business settled. To make the accounts settled, their personal property may be confiscated, may be used. So this is one drawback of unlimited liability that the partnership firm suffers from. Next is responsibility after winding up. Winding up. What does this winding up means? Normally the liabilities of a business end with the closure of the business. But according to Partnership Act, the responsibility of a partner continues even after the dissolution of the business. There are some responsibilities that they have to perform. It is mandatory for them to perform certain responsibilities after the closure of the business, after the dissolution of the business. The partners continue to perform those obligations because they have to do that. This is one of the main drawback of partnership business, that is responsibility remains, the duty remains, the obligation remains after the winding up of dissolution or dissolution of the business. Now come to the third disadvantage, which is very common, and that is conflict. Conflict means dispute. In partnership, every partner has equal right to take part in the management of the firm. But the partners in a partnership firm comes from different background, different families. They have different mentality. They may not agree with each other in certain matters. In that case arises the conflict. Here arises the dispute. The dispute arises because all the partners may not agree in all the matters of decision making in the partnership business. So in that case conflict arises. In that case dispute arises because of the differences of opinion among the partners. So this lead to many conflict. This lead to inefficiency. This lead to delayed decision making in many matters of the firm. So conflict is a very common disadvantage. We call it too many cooks spoil the broth. If there are many heads, conflict will be there. If there is only one head, there is no question of conflict, which is a great advantage of sole proprietorship business, because there in that case he is the owner, he is the management himself. Being a single owner, being a one-man show, he can manage all the things himself. He can take all the decisions himself. But decisions get affected in case of partnership business because there are many heads and many opinions, and differences of opinion ought to occur. So this is one of the main drawback of partnership business, conflict. Next is uncertainty. Now, what does this mean? Partnership business suffers from instability, insolvency, insanity, retirement, death of a partner, and that may cause the abrupt end of the business at any time. So there is no certainty of the business. At any point of business, the business can get hampered due to many factors that I have told right now. Apart from that, any partner can give a notice for the dissolution of partnership due to some reason. In an atmosphere of uncertainty, long range plans and innovations it is not always possible. Good decision hampers due to this uncertainty. Uncertainty may arise due to any sudden retirement or any sudden death of any partner. Anything can happen. So this affects the business. Uncertain events affects the business. If something happens to one partner, it affects the decision of the partnership firm because it is done with the mutual consent of all the partners. So this is one drawback of partnership business. Next is mutual differences. Mutual differences. Another important point. Every partner knows about the secrets and records of partnership. In the event of mutual conflict, he may pass on these secrets to anybody. This may result in a lot of loss for the firm. This may result in a problematic situation for the firm. So there is no maintenance of secrecy. You can call this point as no maintenance of secrecy due to the mutual differences. If any, they are not, sometimes it happens that partners are not trustworthy. So in that case, secrecy of the partner, there are certain secrecy of the partnership firm that may not be maintained. So this is a great risk in case of a partnership firm. Now comes the lack of public confidence. The last point, that is lack of public confidence. Now what does this point means? Lack of public confidence. The public has less trust and faith in partnership because the accounts and annual reports of partnership firms are never published. So people does not trust their dealings, does not trust the business, so does not trust their affairs. So that's why they lack public confidence. So these are the different drawbacks that the partnership firm suffers. You have to write the answer covering all these points. Whenever an answer will be given to you, you have to cover all these points. All these answers will be provided to you through a PDF which you can get through the link which is shared if there is any description box given. So see that and click the link to get the notes of the PDF and try to cover all these points while writing the answers. In my next class, I am going to come up with another important topic from this partnership chapter. So till then, goodbye.